All right, welcome back. Oh, let's talk about this one right here. I don't want a woman trying to be like Sexy Red. Who is Sexy Red? Let me see if I can pull up a Sexy Red. You guys know who Sexy Red? Is that a rapper or a singer? Curious. Is that a rapper or a singer? Who is Sexy Red? Let me see. Apparently, women are trying to be Sexy Red these days. Or is it young ladies? Is there any 35-year-old person out there trying to be like Sexy Red? This is a Sexy Red right here. Ha ha! Wala.
Wala, Nigeria don't report so at you go our call. Hey! Wala.
Is there any woman in this chat trying to be like Sexy Red? Anybody here? This video reaction we're about to do is suggested by Film Girl. I can't find Film Girl. She will have to watch replay later on. Let me see. Speaking of seduction, this reaction is going to be about seduction. Black Diamond, seduction is subtle manipulation. Yes, based on certain school of thoughts, yes. But also no, when it comes to the prestige family, seduction involves giving value, okay? So I might feel some sense of resentment because of the way you treated me as your husband yesterday, but I chose to take the higher road. I'm like, that's my girl though. She make me feel some type of way right now, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna focus on how I can serve. I'm gonna focus on how I can bring out some value right now, right? I'm going to focus on not showing that I'm actually kind of caught up in my feelings right now. I'm going to kind of like check myself, you know? So is that kind of lying? I should just tell her the truth, right? Am I being a leader? Like, nah, I don't want her to catch my feelings. Now, if I tell her my feelings, it's either she will feel guilty or she will feel like she needs to defend herself. So I'm just going to put that on hold for now. It's the truth, but it's on hold. I'm gonna actually show some value. So seduction based on prestige family is using your power of influence. That's what we tend to focus on, is influence. Influence is not lying. You just understand that you have more power than the feelings you're caught up in right now, and you choose to use the power as opposed to being a victim. All right. So, but I know where you're coming from, Black Diamond. So that's why it's the subtle thing coming in there. But when some people hear manipulation, they just go mad. They just want to, like, that's just wrong, and they forget they're in a romantic relationship. They just forget all of a sudden. They say that's not fair, and then it just gets worse and worse and worse. So because of that, I kind of like manipulate. Some people will even say seduction is manipulation. They will say it's synonymous. They're like, not so much. Let's focus on the influence part of it. Especially when we're talking about marriage, you have power that you usually put away when you're feeling like a victim. And I want to remind people, like, look, no, let's come back to the power. And that takes a lot of self-work, takes a lot of self-awareness, it takes a lot of strength, actually. But the rewards are great. And eventually it becomes second nature. And then it looks like you're couple goal to people, right? The purpose of manipulation is deception or the other. It start to become semantics at that point. Yep, it start to become semantics. Yep, exactly. Yeah, she might be watching silently. I know you guys do that sometimes. So seduction, influence, okay? Manipulation, seduction, based off of our context here. All right, so now I don't want a woman trying to be like Sexy Red. So let's get into Film Girl's video and let's talk about it. I'm just going to point out some things and then we'll take it from there. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
Jay.
We have A1. You want me to call you A1, correct?
No, you can call me Jay.
Oh, Jay.
Yeah.
So we got Jay Atlanta, 39, Virgo, bus driver, no kids, never married. What kind of woman you looking for, Jay?
Good question. The way that women are nowadays, I just want a woman that's real smart.
All right, so I'm going to nitpick his word. Allow me. It's on public, so allow me. Don't judge me. I'm going to nitpick the words, okay? All right. That's exactly what I'm about to do. All right. I don't know him personally. I'm not judging him. Take a chill pill, grab a water. Let's just learn. Okay. Thank you.
Good question. The way that women are nowadays, I just want a woman that's real respectful, that's real, down to earth.
The way that women are nowadays, that makes, let's just pretend I'm from the cave. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know anything about modern women, right? But that makes me want to ask him, like, how are women nowadays? But my guess is as good as yours. He's going to go ahead and tell us, directly or indirectly. Let's see.
That's real respectful. Women are nowadays, I just want a woman that's real respectful, that's real, down to earth. No woman that is materialistic. No woman that's like trying to be like Sexy Red or Ice Spice or Cardi B or none of them.
Sexy Red or Ice Spice or Cardi B or none of them. That's not a lot for a man to ask for now. Let's take it easy on him. It's not a lot to ask. That's not a lot. Let's be honest. Sexy Red. Does she have a tattoo on her face? Is that what I'm looking at? That's not too much to ask for. Let's be honest. Like she's talking about all the things he doesn't want. Right? He doesn't want a woman like who is Ice Spice? Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me just give this young lady her credit. We're using her video within the fair use guidelines. That's all. So I want to make sure I give her credit before we continue. Let's continue. Okay.
Ice Spice or Cardi B or none of them. No woman that's like wearing Swiffer duster eyelashes.
Eyelashes don't collect.
That looking like a funyun hanging out their nose.
Oh no.
I want a woman that's just real.
He wants a woman that's just real. That's not a lot to ask for. He's not asking for too much. Right? For a regular man to say, I don't want Sexy Red, that's not a lot to ask for. There's one small problem, Sha. There's one small problem. But before we get into that, let me come to the chat because it looks like my chat is blowing up. What's going on here? Jesus, it's chat. What's going on? Toby and Tribe, what's going on? Where have you been? Sexy Red is a bad bitch type of personality, right? I guess. Does this look like one? I don't know. I mean, I personally don't want a woman with a tattoo on her face. Personally, I don't. Right? But also, that's not the first thing that comes to mind when somebody asks me what I want. That's not the first thing. Sexy Red does not come to mind if somebody asks me what I like in a woman. If somebody asks me what I like in a woman, who was the bad bitch? As in bad bitch of Lagos. Who was the bad bitch? Back when I was in the field in the early 2000s. Who was the bad bitch in early 2000s? Who were those people? I don't remember. I can't recall. But anyway, those people didn't come to mind back then too. If you ask me what I like in a woman, Chideba said, well, Hallard, he doesn't even know what he wants. I want good question. He said good question, and then he take a very deep breath. Sexy Red equals to ratchet. I mean, say less. Tattoo on the face? Listen, But my concern for this young man at this point is bigger than Sexy Red. Again, if somebody asked me, what was the question? Let me rewind small. What kind of woman are you looking for, Jay? Listen.
A bus driver, no kids, never married.
Never
what kind
married.
Of woman are you looking for, Jay?
Good question. The way that women are nowadays, I just want a woman that's real respectful, that's real, down to earth.
That's real down to earth.
No woman that is materialistic. No woman that's like trying to be like.
They said, what kind of woman are you looking for, right? If you ask me that question, I will probably think a little bit more. I'm like I won't just take a deep breath. I will take my time. Little Kim, thank you, Chinye. Like, if you ask me what kind of woman am I looking for, I don't care if I'm about to say I don't want Little Kim. Little Kim does not come to mind. Okay, Little Kim only comes to mind when I used to see her on MTV Jams, late night or BET. That's the only time it came to mind. Okay, especially as a man that didn't have children or was never married. So it's one of two things here. It could be that your generation, if you're in the dating scene right now, don't collect heavily, or it's your responsibility what you're consuming. Like, what you're consuming is what you get. There was Little Kim too back then. No, the game has changed. No, there was also Little Kim. There was Little Kim. There was what's the other one from Miami? There was Trina, right? There was Eve. Eve has gone on with the winds to go and marry a white man, right? There were those people back then as well, right? They didn't have tattoo on their face though, but there were also things that would not come to mind if you ask me what kind of woman I'm looking for, right? But I think Babe Zeus is hitting it on the nail that you are what you attract. You might not see it that way. It might come up very triggering for me to tell you that you are what you attract. I understand. Drink water. You are what you attract. It's simply the truth across the board. It doesn't matter what generation you are in. It's simply the truth. But one thing about the truth is the hard pill to swallow, right? You guys are already taking this away with me.
Sexy Red or Ice Spice or
no Sexy Red.
No woman that's like Swiffer duster eyelashes.
Eyelashes don't collect.
A ring that looking like a funyun hanging out their nose. I want a woman that's just real. That knows how to respect their man.
Ooh, child. Okay, well, you gave us some of your deal breakers. Do you have any more deal breakers?
I don't want no fat one. I don't want no lizard.
All right, so wait. They said, well, you already gave us your, remember Ninja Turtle? You already gave us your, ladies, this is also true for you. They ask you what kind of man you're looking for. You start to talk about everything you don't like. You are a red flag. You're a walking red flag. Okay? They ask you what kind of man do you like, but you start to talk about all the kind of guys that you don't want. You're a walking red flag. Newsflash. You need to start by reading that book. Let's keep going.
That's a negative. I don't want no fat one. I don't want no Lizzo.
No fat one.
That's a negative.
No Lizzo.
Let's believe that.
Lizzo don't collect.
I ain't having it. No, none of that.
Is that he needs to, is he sure that he doesn't want these people? Because this seems to be the people that are occupied his mind. The last thing that will come to my mind, if you ask me, I'm capping. You can call me cap, okay? But these are the problems, okay? If I ask, if you come to me and you say, Ola, you just don't understand this dating scene, it's just tough. And I say, what do you like in a woman? And you start telling me about Lizzo and Sexy Red and Ice Spice and Cardi B. I'll be patient, I promise, if you're talking to me personally. But you you're telling me your problems already, okay? That's going to be the first step. What have you been watching? Let's keep going.
And I don't want no woman that are what I call height discriminators that want 6 feet up.
He doesn't want height discriminators, right? You want 6 feet up? Okay. Now this young man, because I did watch it, he's 5'8". So of course that makes sense that he doesn't want any woman that only wants 6 feet up. Wait, is it the woman that doesn't want him or he doesn't want her? He's a high value man. Forget that thing. He's the one that doesn't want you. Stop the cap. Okay? It's not talking. It's not taking it anymore. He's done. He is done. The question is he real? You tell me, is he real? He's real. These people are real. They are on Kendra G all the time. If you guys want me to do more Kendra G reaction, just let me know. Shout out to Film Girl. I'm doing this for her. Just let me know. You know. Chai, he scored F9 with his first 2 sentences. Good question. The way women are nowadays, that was it. At that point, like, wait, how are women nowadays? Basically, he's coming from a place of lack of abundance mindset, right? Because he's focused on all the women he doesn't want. You know? You didn't see Eve as a bar bitch, though? I see what you mean. She's a little different. But then she was the ex-stripper at the time, so maybe that's what I was looking at. She appeared tough, but didn't see her as ratchet. She was an ex-stripper at the time. She used to be in the club stripping. Now that I think of it, I've heard Eve say in her lyrics, "I'm about," yeah. I mean, Eve was a bar bitch. This guy is a clown. Is he? No, wait, though. He's not asking for too much. Let's be honest, okay? He's not asking for too much. But to the universe, he might be asking for too much because the universe listens to all the nonsense you don't want as that's what you're attracted to. That's what you are seeing. That's what you're looking at every day. Because how did you learn these things? You're consuming them. You're consuming them. You don't collect. You need to heal. Right? Marriott, welcome. Marriott, welcome. Or maybe that what he sees daily based on his environment, bro, seems to be from some ratchet place. He's from Atlanta, you know, and he can't stand all you people that came to take over Atlanta. Shout out to Film Girl. All you strangers that came to take, he can't stand all y'all either. He wants like all this Atlanta people that don't really live in Atlanta. He can't stand them. He said that a few times in the, you know. I hope I'm not too sarcastic. I do want you guys to get the gist, okay? The gist so far, okay, is that you are what you attract. The mind does not understand what you don't like or what you don't want. The universe does not understand what you don't like or what you don't want. It only pays attention, right? It only pays attention to what you're consuming, right? What you believe in, not the one you say you believe in, what you actually believe in, the actual reality, what you're consuming, your algorithms. When you open YouTube like that, the first 3 lines of videos that you see, that's the only thing that your mind and the universe understands, even if you hate those things you see, right? So take it down from algorithm of YouTube to the algorithm of your heart. The things you focus on, they become your reality. So even if they don't become actual physical reality, they occupy your mind, they take over your very being, your reality, because that's your mind, obviously, right? So even if you say, I'm coconutted, I will not do it. Well, it occupies your mind. That becomes your reality. It becomes your perception, your outlook on everything in life. Even though you did say, I don't, the mind is simply, it's law of attraction. It just simply doesn't understand that. I'll keep pounding it. I'm here. Yeah, she used to strip like chicken fingers. Strip. Between Kendra and Pop the Balloon, I'm so entertained. Yes, you guys want me to do more Pop the Balloon and Kendra G? I'm at your service. You know, it's not just single people that can learn from those shows. Married people, oftentimes, complacency don't creep in. They think they don't need game. They can also learn from this stuff, okay? Actually, they're the one that needs it the most. Married people. Maybe he wants a replica of his mother. He should just say so. Obìnrin, Edenio, no shaming language. No. No, we don't want our mothers, okay? We want what we want, okay? We want what we want. Okay, including what we don't want. We actually want it, but there's a confusion here because the mind wants what you don't want. It's confusing, right? I know. Listen, he's just talking about his preference. It's just preference. It's harmless. Well, Is it harmless? Is it really harmless? I'm here. Let's watch a little bit more.
Because I'm 5'8".
It's 5'8". Oh, he said it so soon.
I'm 5'8", and I'm real particular about that.
Very
and I
particular.
don't want a woman that thinks that they can be just outside. I'm a homebody. I'm a working man. I'm not trying to be hitting the top. I'm from Atlanta, born and raised, the old school ATL. I grew up with Freaknik and everything, so I know how the city came up. And I don't want none of that mess where all these new people coming to Atlanta.
All the new people coming to Atlanta with the ratchetness.
Hollywood, and like they can just be celebrities and whatnot. Bullshit. Because guess what? If it was back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, it wouldn't be none of that.
If it was back in, it won't be none of that. He wants to go back in time. He's just talking about his preference. He doesn't like now. He wants to go back. Time machine, back. He doesn't. I don't like now. I'd rather go back. Guess what is reality now?
I'm from the times where families were together. The whole neighborhood knew people. So best believe, you coming down here trying to be Hollywood and everything, want to go to brunch every weekend and all that bullshit. You can have that. I'm simple. I'm basic. I'm just,
Simple. Imagine a person admitting that it's simple, basic. Wahala. Uncle Beno says, bro, describing a spec, please. Modern women do that all the time and heaven. See that statement? That's an example of competing with women. We don't do that, Uncle Beno. We don't compete with women. We remain kings. We don't compete with women. Okay? Cheese, we love the energy. Keep up the sarcastic mischief, Biko. It cracks me the hell up and we get the message. All right, good. I'll keep it up. I'll try. Those damn algorithms doesn't help matters. Listen, they're here to help you. They're here to serve you your desires. All right? And we think it's YouTube's fault. They're trying to capture us into this world where they capture us. And the algorithms are here to make the black man. But before there was YouTube algorithm, there was algorithm. Here, inside here. What you focus on is your reality. Effectively, immediately, before it actually manifests physically. Oh, Lord.
He shock you.
I never expected it.
We are here. Let's keep going.
Me, I ain't with all that extra stuff. I go out and have fun and whatnot, but at the same time, I'm not with the foolishness because I done had that phase.
He's not with the foolishness. I'm not with the foolishness. I'm not with is the same thing as don't want the foolishness, right? It only tells that you've been paying too much attention to foolishness. Okay? Because if you're truly not with the foolishness, problem has been solved already because you would have removed yourself. But you haven't done that, right? No, what do you mean? Am I with the foolishness? Is Kindra G foolishness now? No. Remember, out of the abundance of the heart. There's a scripture like that. Somebody help me. Okay. You're pouring out from the abundance. What's in here? That's your reality. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to words coming out of your mouth, to the kind of conversation you tend to engage. Pay attention to them. Okay? Like I'm not here to say, oh, so you will never say don't want to. Somebody's going to interpret me like that tonight. I know. I just know it. Let me talk to you for a second. No, I'm not trying to say. I said pay attention. Self-awareness is key. You're not going to be a perfect human being. It doesn't exist anyway. But you'll be damn near perfect when you're self-aware. Okay? That means you're okay with making a boo-boo of yourself sometimes, making mistakes, but you're also very quick to forgive yourself. You also tend not to repeat the same nonsense. Let's keep going.
My life, I've grown up and grown out and matured because young folks can do that, and guess what happens with them? They on the 6 o'clock news, either in caskets or in hospital.
It's preaching.
Because they went to brunch every weekend?
because they went to
Man, there's
brunch.
plenty of brunch places, and all these girls want to go to strip clubs and all this nonsense. I mean, I ain't the richest man in the city.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm a working man, but like this here, I know my limit, and I want somebody to understand my limit with me. That's the thing about how I roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, child. So, Jay, should the woman look a certain way?
All right, let's talk about looks.
Well, besides what I've already said, I don't need no Amazon. I don't need no
Okay,
pro
all right.
wrestling looking woman. I don't want no.
Did you guys catch that? Again, let's go back. Let's go back. Did you catch that? I'm not gonna say it. If you caught it, I'll be so happy. I will never expect it.
Ooh, child. So, Jay,
Another question is coming up. Let me see if you catch this.
should the woman look a certain way? Ooh, child. So, Jay, should the woman look a certain way?
Should a woman look a certain way?
Well, besides what I've already said, I don't need no Amazon. I don't need no pro wrestling looking woman. I don't want no. I don't want no female that's too short either. I don't like no smurfs. However, if she's got those Skittles wigs, it's
Did you guys pick that up? Yet? No?
with a dust of eyelashes. I'm
Okay, he's repeating that. The lashes, it really does not like the lash. Don't bring lashes. And if you have natural lashes that's too long, cut that shit. Okay? Trim it. Okay?
not having none of that. I don't want no woman to wear a bonnet every day going up
No
and down the
bonnets.
street. I'm not that type
Don't
of
do the
guy.
bonnets.
I want the woman that I want to present herself as an extension of me. I keep myself clean. I keep myself righteous, and I'm not with all that extracurricular nonsense. Maintenance is
Nonsense is making the cameo all over again. Let's keep going.
what I seek with a woman. However, physically, I will say this. I'm a Virgo. I'm a man from the South. So, long hair, pretty face, skinny waist, and a big booty. But not no
Wait. Long hair, skinny face. Wait. Let's go back. He's finally telling us what he wants. Let's keep going.
I'm a Virgo. I'm a man from the South.
What does a Virgo mean? What do we know Virgos to be? Can somebody tell me in the chat? But let's keep going.
So, long hair,
Long hair,
pretty face, skinny waist,
skinny
and a
waist,
big booty.
and a big booty. A man is not asking for much. 4 things. I know he spent the last 5 minutes telling us what he didn't want. We already talked about that. The mind doesn't understand that. That's what you're focused on. But let's just pass that. He wants 4 things: long hair, pretty face, skinny waist, and a big booty. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. You can't shame a man for just saying he wants 4 things. Let me come back to the chat. Look at his face to the side. His face is like, don't tell me nothing. That's all I want. Let me come back. Oh, God. His CV is long. Okay, last. Black Diamond said, this guy is just so focused on negative. This is so energy draining and so sucking. Even the devil would be jealous. Fact. He doesn't want a woman to pressure him to live above his means. That's fair. But if he doesn't want a woman to challenge him to be better, that's a problem. That's not what I picked up. What I picked up is that she asked that question one more time, whatever that second question is, and he went on to continue what he doesn't want. He's focused. Negative on negatives. He's describing what he wants. He's on a dating show, probably gonna find it. But Uncle Benno is not gonna get that quick pass. So here's why. The questions are very straightforward. What do you like in a woman? Okay, so this can actually be an interview. Let's get serious for a second. This could be a job interview. You'll be guilty of the same things, right? They might even straight up ask you, what are your weaknesses? Yes, they want you to actually say weaknesses, but the worst thing you can do with that question? Can somebody tell me? Some of you might be HR. I'll come back to that. Tell me the worst thing you can do with the question. Tell me what are your weaknesses? What's the worst thing you can do with that question at a job interview, right? They're asking you, what are your weaknesses? By nature, that's negative, right? Tell me what's the worst thing. Remind me if I forget. I'll come back to you. I want to know if anybody picked that up real quick. Because again, it's a dating show. That's the more reason why he needs to get this right. Because what is he doing in real life if he's getting it wrong like this on a dating show? What would he do in real life if he's married to a person in real life? He's going to be worse, essentially. Welcome, Mr. EE. Welcome. You can't dismiss the algorithm. Welcome, Marriott. You can't dismiss the algorithm like that. People are in a feedback loop and sent down dangerous rabbit holes they don't always see coming. Yeah, all you have to do is skip it. That loopback is also noticing that, yeah. Are you an AI engineer? If you're not AI engineer, dismiss it real quick. Abort mission. Okay. Yes, they present it to you, of course, right? If you don't engage it, it doesn't come back. Okay? A certain number of times, depends on what algorithm we're talking about. Let me tell you what I've had to do if I don't want to see something. I have to create a brand new account. That is still your responsibility. It's one of those things where you say, hey, it's your responsibility. And you're like, I'm triggered. It's not my responsibility. Like, no, it is your responsibility. That's just the reality. You know, it's an open marketplace. I tell us that all the time. Yes, you're right. It's a feedback loop. It's a rabbit hole. Yes, you'll be presented a first-time impression of what we're trying to show you because they're testing it. But now you say, I'm curious. I don't really like this, but I'm curious. Curiosity kills the cat. Click. Engagement. Okay, you're going to be stuck for a little bit longer before you remove it. You don't like it, you're going to have to create. If it gets too bad, of course. What's too bad? Relative. You're going to have to create a whole new account. God helps you. You're on the same computer and cookies has been sold, planted on your browser. Abi, we know your IP address. It's an open marketplace. This is the meaning of accountability. It's not your fault, but you're accountable for these things in the open marketplace. Alcubeno is very free to compete with us. No wala in any way, shape, or form. We don't compete with the women. We don't do that. Kings, we don't do that. Udemy said, not shaming him. He might be looking for someone like his mother. Jesus! She doubled down. I don't know if Udemy is a man or woman. Jesus Christ. I think she's a woman. I will bet my monthly livelihood she's a woman.
Oh, beauty.
It represents those who set their own exams and fail it, then cry out. Yep. The question is, what does he like in a woman? Bros went ahead to set his own question and give us what he doesn't want in a woman for such a long time, then give us a small brief of what he likes. That's what I'm talking about. You got to pay attention to this. So anybody know what could you do? Okay, so you have no weaknesses. No, that's a terrible answer. Why is that a terrible answer? Let me keep going. You don't lead with your weaknesses. You put your best foot forward. No, not necessarily. It looks like you guys have a job for a long time. You don't do that. You don't want to. You actually will lead with the weakness because the question is weakness. The question is that the real answer is you don't want to end with the weaknesses because you are telling the truth, right? Somebody said, merengue your way through it by stating the strength instead of weakness. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I'll help in a second here. MOP, they're all relevant body parts that won't help in this in his development. Those body parts he likes are just draining. Or like small waist, big booty, pretty face, long hair. That's a lot. Are you saying that's a lot, ladies? All right. So the way you answer that question is, first of all, prepare to always give 2 or 3 weaknesses, but you must back that up with what you are doing, how you are working on making sure that those weaknesses don't take over your strength, and then go ahead to state your strength as related to those weaknesses. So you do want to address, you actually want to answer the question that's being presented, but you keep it brief, right? You keep it brief. Right? And then you talk about what you are doing to mitigate the risk of these weaknesses. Something simple, something stupid, simple, like I'm a perfectionist, right? But and I find out I'm a perfectionist. Sometimes I have a hard time delegating, and what I'm doing around that is I continue to work on that. I surround myself with people that are also smarter than me. I also run things by my friends from time to time to make sure that I am not over analyzing and then paralyzing myself. Right? You say, so it's kind of merengue, but make sure you stick the like two weaknesses, what you're doing about them, and then you go ahead to spread more lights on your strength as related to those weaknesses. Yep. MOP, I'm saying that what I mentioned would be bad that don't take time, take your time, drink water, retype it, I didn't get it. He represents those who said, okay, all right, retype it, I didn't get it. Anyway, let's continue here. Let's get back to the video. We'll do another 7 minutes of it.
But not no BBL.
No BBL. That's what he was shaking his head for. No BBL.
And from the South. So, long hair, pretty face, skinny waist, and a big booty.
And a big booty.
No BBL. I can tell the difference.
No BBL.
That's how I roll with that.
He could tell the difference. I could tell the difference too, by the way, but let's keep going. That wasn't the question, but
So you describe almost a perfect 10. Long hair, small waist, a big, nice, natural booty. So Jay,
I get what you're saying on that note. But I'm not going to be like I'm reaching for the stars when I'm still on.
The Wi-Fi is not helping.
Okay, your Wi-Fi, Jay, is messing up.
I'm.
All right, so I think you fixed it. So
that was really inappropriate.
I have a couple things. Now, rightfully so, you have made it clear that you don't want what you call an Amazon woman. You don't want a large woman. But then
he doesn't want Amazon women. He doesn't want large women. Let's keep going.
You don't like women who have a height requirement of 6 feet and above.
He can't hear
me.
Nope.
I think Jay is trying again. So let's see if it worked this time. Jay, you back?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you hear the questions? I'm gonna read them again. We got
better and stronger.
Yes.
I had to switch from my laptop to my iPhone, so yeah.
This is a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get to these paid questions that people have for you. You ready?
Loud and clear. Let's go.
You changed your Batman hat.
Yeah.
So this one, Chef Bay said, you're 39 with a Batman hat and in training to be a bus driver, and you come on here being very rude and judgmental on women. Are you serious?
I can smell this coming. Are you serious? Let's keep going.
First of all, you don't know who the hell I is, okay? You want to bring the smoke, I can bring it right back. You understand? Don't come at me with all that bullshit if you ain't got the resources to back it up, because I damn sure do. You understand? You're going to learn who the hell I is. I'm talking for me, not for you. Mind your motherfucking business. Bitch.
All right. Uncle Beno, brotherhood, don't leave us. Don't leave us. Don't leave us. We're still here. Brotherhood needs your help at this point in time. I was saying that is the wrong answer to that question. Okay, yes, it's the wrong answer. Yeah, thank you. What is he bringing to the table? His 19th century analog ideas. That limited edition is out of stock. Undefeated. When it looks like balloons sitting on toothpicks, it's definitely fake. Wahala. He brings bad Wi-Fi to the table. Wahala. No BBL. Nigerian celebs be that. They said they're everywhere in Lekki now. Jesus, Lord help us. Did Jay pay his internet bill? Wahala. Mara says he memorized all the manosphere dating talking points. He's still angry from all the rejection. That's where all the negative stuff is coming from. That's where it's coming from. That's why I tell my brother, say, you're telling on yourself. We can hear it. If I can't hear it, the ladies definitely can hear it. They don't know what they're hearing, but they just know they want to run. They want to run far away from you. This is when that issue went all the way left. My previous short response was tailored to your question, which you asked in the negative, not affirmative. What shouldn't you do in an interview? You tell me. Don't do that to me. My brother told you guys a few days ago that I'm the Shalaye type. I will enter Shalaye now. I won't be able to disengage.
We go explain because no evidence.
Don't do me like that, you dare me. Don't make me enter Shalaye. Please. I beg. He took it straight to the A to the damn L. A to the T to the damn L. You modern women gonna learn the hard way. Jay, I could have killed a lot. MOP, where is that thing you always play? Which one? Which one do I always play? I don't know they use the B word in the South. I didn't know. You never expected it. You're expecting more like Southern hospitality?
I never expected it.
Sorry, yo. He had to have that B exclamation mark at the end. This J wasted over 10 minutes of my lifespan, which I can never reclaim. No. Here, two lessons. Just in case anybody else feel that way. Okay? If they ask you, what do you like in a something? Focus. Talk about what you like. If you think you run out of time and you're having the urge to talk about all the stuff you don't like, talk about why you like the things that you like. Practice. What you focus on expands, be it positive or negative. Okay? What you focus on expands. Pay attention, please. Those are the lessons today so far. Okay? And this guy is a good example of that. And there's many of them out there, both men and women. When you ask them what they like, they can't help it. Barakuni. The only thing they can think of is everything they don't like. Rightfully so. Sometimes people have collected shege from the opposite gender and they can't help it. Sometimes the content that people consumes them, right? That's why I said be aware, pay attention. You can mix it up. Listen, we all get entertained by the bullshit. Let's be honest, okay? Lunatics are actually more entertaining to watch, okay? That's just the reality. They go viral more, they get, it is what it is, But be intentional about making sure you're consuming more positive stuff. Be intentional about that. Be intentional because you need to acknowledge that you are an emotional being. What you are feeding the brain will basically take over and become your reality. So I just want to make sure I say that before we continue, because there might be, I get you, Mr. EE, there might be other people who are feeling that way. Those are the lessons thus far. Did he just turn into everything they never wanted in a woman? Turned into Black Diamond, that's wrong. Wait, what's going on here? Uncle Beno, we needed you. Your network is bad. Lie. Listen, we need your brotherhood at this point in time. Okay? The real him just jumped out. Let's see if it continued. Let's see. Did she say hey, whoa?
I don't even know if I should read the rest of the questions. Do you want the rest?
You tell me I'm with you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'm ready, willing, and able. Run it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not one of these new Atlanta folks that's out here. One of these so-called modern Atlanta. I'm OG Atlanta. I grew up in Techwood Homes, the Horseshoe, where the pizza man couldn't even deliver in the neighborhood back in the day. So bring it.
Okay.
Alpha Mega, Grand Hustle. Run it.
Grand Hustle T.I.?
Yes.
You said run it.
The OG, yeah.
I thought it was a music company all this time. It's a gang?
Grand Hustle is not a gang, but, I'm from the OG Atlanta streets, from the West Side, Zone 1, Zone 4, 6th Ward, Herndon Homes, Techwood Homes, University Homes. So I know about all the OGs back in the day. So come on with the smoke. They ain't trying me with it.
All right. Project Leroy said, Kendra, hold up a mirror for Jay next time. That's where his problem lies at.
Hit the like button for me. Hit the like
Put up
button.
a
Thank you.
mirror
Hit
and
the
you're
like
the
button.
problem, Jay.
Wait. Let's go back.
They ain't trying me with it.
All right, Project Leroy said, Kendra, hold up a mirror for Jay next time.
Hold up a
That's
mirror.
where his problem lies at. They're saying, put up a mirror and you're the problem, Jay.
Look at this answer.
Any other questions?
Okay, 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 I got.
I have not used the S word, okay? All I'm going to say is that Ninja Turtle. He needs a turtleneck and needs to be green. Let's keep going.
I got some more, Jay. I got some more.
Zone 4. Questions.
D Green said he's doing a lot of body shaming and degrading women, all while sitting here in a Batman attire and Wi-Fi from Gotham City.
Jesus.
Not cool, Robin.
Jesus. Undefeated. That's the thing, gentlemen. You bring this kind of energy, they'll multiply it for you. They'll multiply it for you. You can't win this game. You cannot win this game. Promise you. You know. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's cover a little bit more base.
He's a Marvel fan. He's an Avengers fan.
It's a woman.
Captain
It's a
America.
woman. D Green is a woman.
Oh, sorry. I apologize for that. I can't see with the iPhone screen, but
So did you guys pick that up? I'm just picking it up for the first time. I'm watching the second time, but I'm just picking this part up for the first time. The woman said he's doing a lot of body shaming, blah blah blah, all white sitting here in Batman attire and Wi-Fi from Gotham City. Not cool, Robin. Okay.
And
look at his
It's
answer.
a woman.
Captain
It's a
America.
woman dating women, all while sitting here in a Batman attire and Wi-Fi from Gotham City. Not cool, Robin.
he's a Marvel.
He thought I was a he. Okay. Men like this, let me just call it what it is. Weak men like this. I don't know him personally. He presents just in this 2 minutes video as a weak man. Weak men like this, they can't wait to obviously shame a woman, and if they find out it's a man, it's a man, they'll call you soft. Okay, they'll beat you to calling you soft. Okay, and that's the goal. They want to beat you fast to it, to calling you soft. Okay, watch what he's doing. His answer, instead of him to answer the question again. Remember, we started this by saying answer the question. Okay, you can elaborate, but answer the question. Stay positive. If the question is negative by nature, acknowledge the negativity in it briefly, but change direction to positive. Right? Watch it.
Not cool, Robin.
He's a Marvel fan. He's an Avengers fan.
It's a woman.
Captain
It's a
America.
woman. D Green is a woman.
Oh, sorry. I apologize for that. I can't see with the iPhone screen.
So why are you making assumptions? Why are you making assumptions off of what was said? Right? Even me earlier, I said, I bet. I think Udemy types of. I said, I bet that's a woman. I said, I will bet my lively monthly. That means I'm not sure. Right? So even though I'm joking around, I said, I'll bet. I still don't want to make assumptions. I don't want to make conclusive assumptions off of this kind of stuff, especially if you are selling. Yes, it's selling, and it's doing a terrible job at selling. You're always selling. I know you don't like salesmanship. I hate public speaking. You are selling either you like it or not. So you might as well get good at it if it's going to be your reality anyway. At least small stuff like positive, right? Don't make assumptions. Let's keep going.
But she's a Marvel comics fan. She likes Captain America and all them, the Avengers. So whatever. Next.
Whatever. Next.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get a little bit more.
Valdez Brown, I think he got your back. He said, that's right, Jay. Tell these cats, man, we kick doors in, son.
We're still toe boots.
We still
Just
toe
believe
boots. Okay. Gang.
As a matter of fact, well, I say that I'm ex-Navy as a corpsman, so I've been through combat.
Oh.
So I've seen it all.
Shout out to him for his services.
Posh Pearl said, sir, you're coming across very combative and aggressive. Why so angry? See past the jokes and hear what people are trying to say. You'll put people off.
Oh, Hey, I crack up with the best of them too, but I'm
Okay.
just telling everybody who I am on the surface. I mean, it might seem a little bit abrasive and everything, but my grandma raised me not to take no BS from nobody at the same time.
All right. So he might seem abrasive, but his grandma taught him not to take no BS from somebody. Do you guys agree that two things can be true at the same time? Do you guys agree that two things can be true at the same time? Right? Do you guys agree that you don't have to take BS and you also at the same time not be abrasive? You guys agree to that? So at what point do we start to mix all this stuff together and we're just so confused? I feel like it's when we start to pay too much attention to Sexy Red. The obsession. Wala, wala, wala. Let's keep going. I want to cover a little bit more.
So it might seem a little bit harsh, but that's just how I roll.
So it doesn't seem a little harsh. It is not harsh to you. It's harsh to the people on the receiving end of it. Right? Again, two different things can be true at the same time. It's not harsh to you. In fact, you're Southern. You can handle it. You remember that lady on Pop the Balloon? Well, I can handle a Southern man who is straight shooter. And then eventually she popped. I was like, are you a confused human being? Right? You might not mean any harm. You might be harming other people. You might not mean to be controlling. You might be controlling effectively. You might not mean to be manipulative. You might be manipulative effectively. All right. Now, if it's a relationship that you actually care about, you have to pay attention to the second version of that same truth. You have to, for your own good, because remember, it's a relationship you care about. If you don't care about the relationship, I know easier said than done, but sounds like you should cut the relationship loose, let it go. And if it's not that easy for you to let go, maybe you should engage compromise. You know, yes, I agree. Two things can be true at the same time. Humans are complex. We're human beings, right? His grandma needs to come get her grandbaby. Is selling the family name. He's selling the family name. See English. These people so smart. So he's who he is, and how you receive it don't matter to him. He's a coconut head. These are the issues. Sexy Red MOP. I don't know her, but I know. Oh, you came late, Marriott. We already covered. He started. Did you come late? He started with Sexy Red, and that's how we ended up here in this rabbit hole. It all started with Sexy Red. You know, Shiniqua is what he really wants, but they rejected him, so he's now angry. No, Marriott. He wants pretty face, long hair, skinny waist, and big booty. 4 things. 4 simple things. Ha! 4 simple things. Oh, Bernie. 4 simple things is what he's asking for. Okay, I'm just kidding.
Abba, you lie. Sabi lie.
All right, let's continue.
I've had a lot of tragedies in my life, and I carry a lot of weight on my shoulders. And I've had some experiences where I've been a little bit, ran over and let down. So I just know to put my guard up. That's how I just do my thing.
At this point, what do you think he's asking for? Be fair to him. He's asking you to be fair to him. FAIR. Please be fair to me. I carry a lot of weight on my shoulders. I am a good man. Chinye, you have to remind me. You have to send me, and you have to keep reminding me. Sorry, I know you remind me one time. I'm a good girl. I'm a virgin lady. I kept myself. Why can't my husband be fair to me and just do the right thing? It's the same conversations, okay? They just present a little bit differently.
Well, you're right.
Same conversations. Right? It's asking you guys to be fair to him. It's just a dating show. I'm just making my preferences known. I just want you to know what I don't like up front. Be fair to me, please. 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 Please.
Please.
Be fair to me. Don't be like that. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Right?
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it. All right.
It's asking you to be fair to him. He carries a lot of weight on the shoulder. Take it easy on him. Take it easy. Be fair to him. Everything they describe physically is literally a bar beach. A bar beach. Nothing concrete, but physical looks. Nothing intellectual. I was trying to think. There was nothing intellectual there. It's a pretty face, long hair. Oh, I was thinking long hair. That's not intellectual. You're right. Skinny waist. Okay, you're right. You're right. Hemo, please. I need. Okay. Is asking for grace. Yes, grace. A little grace goes a long way. Ladies, you might end up with a man. With a man that's, you know, a good man. Cut some grace. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. A man who makes $40,000 a year. Be nice. Be fair. Be fair to him, please. Empathy, grace, and empathy that he won't give women. Oh, don't be like that to him. Oh.
You doing what?
Don't be like that to him. Ha, oh, Benny. This is not the time to be vindictive. Don't remind yourself of what he did. Forgive. Forgive. He needs to know that the world doesn't hold him. Who's going to tell him? We might not be able to have access to this young man, but all the gentlemen listening to this can hear this. Okay? In fact, all of them are listening to this, hear this. In love and war, all is truly fair. It's a default. It's a default. Get the game. I did a whole video on game. Let me tell you how many people watched the video I did on game. Let me tell you. Sometimes some of these things, I just laugh. But you guys are liking the way I make this one, the live show, so I'm with it. If you guys are with it, I'm with it. Prestige Marriage Academy. I did a video on Prestige Marriage Academy YouTube channel. So far, we have 33 subscribers. Over here right now, we have at least 24 people. We have at least 100 people who watched this video before the end of tonight. I have 33 subscribers on the Big English channel. Go figure. On the video game, actually didn't do bad. 42 views on it. But the video is up there. If you search for Prestige Marriage Academy, it's called Relationships Problems. Got game, 4 ways to level up now. Fairness is a problem. Everybody wants the world to be fair. I get it. Me too, I want it. The brain is closer to long hair. It is. Right. The brain is under the head for a reason. Yep. Hit the like button. You dare me say he can buy himself a doll. You tell me, you sure you're joking? Are you sure you're joking? You tell me. Are you sure you're joking? See, Ibuchi is like, oh, Chimo.
Oh, beauty.
What's Ochimo? Does that mean Olorunmio? Is that what that means? Like Oluwa? Like, oh, God. Is that what that means? Let's keep going.
Okay.
So I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody.
They're always very quick to apologize too. They're always. Men and women that lack game, especially men that lack game, they are very quick to apologize. Okay? Essentially, their apology tends to mean nothing because they are ready to supply it, especially if they're already getting bekus. if it's their wife, right? They don't understand why you're so upset, but then they just want to brush it under the rug and say, okay, I apologize. Let's keep going. I'm sorry. Why are you sorry? Okay. Gentlemen, if you can't tell me why you're sorry, that apology is off. It's wrong. Okay. If you're only sorry because you want people to just calm down, that's also just as terrible. Okay. It's weak. Okay. Because you're just trying to avoid the tough conversations.
And let down, so I just know to put my guard up. That's how I just do my thing.
He's catching himself now. It's like right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody, but I'm just me.
I'm sorry if I'm just me.
Sorry if I'm offending anybody, but I'm just me.
I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but that means erase everything I said. I'm just me.
I don't try to be like that, but I'm just who I am.
Okay. Theon.
There's nothing wrong with apologies. You need to know why you're apologizing. You need to take your time to process it before you're apologizing. And you have to mean it. And you can't have buts in it. A big old butt. You can't do that.
This is before earlier because y'all know.
They don't even know why. They can't explain the way I just said. They just know that your apology is not real. That's all. Okay? Especially if you've done it a few times.
Batman hat. Just said all these demands with a Batman hat on. Grow up.
Know your role and shut your mouth. That's what I say.
Know your role.
But tell him to shut his. Well, I don't know. It might be a girl. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't want no problem. I'm just reading. But he paid $5.
At least he smiled. He laughed.
Say I don't.
Hallelujah.
I do got something to say, but I'll read this first. Mike F. Jr. says, "Stand on business, Jay. We love it."
There's always somebody that says, stand on business, Jay, we love it. I like you to be a straight shooter. Tell me how you like it. There's always somebody like that. There's always somebody like that. Okay? And that preference is valid. Some people just like straight shooter. If this is your romantic relationship we're talking about, okay? If this is a relationship you care about, you might want to think, that person that said we love it, would they go to bed with you tonight and smash? Just a wild thought. Just a wild thought. Okay. Would they go to bed and smash tonight? Abi is too abrasive, it's too harsh. Right? Now, if they went to bed and smashed tonight, can they still be with you 3 months from now? How do you know that? Oh, just look at your past relationships. What's the dominant reality for you? People stayed with you, long-term relationships, because you're abrasive, because you're a straight shooter and you just dump it as it is, right? Or they tend to ghost you. Right? Or they start to complain about the same thing that they told you. That's what the same thing. They are resenting the same thing they fell in love with. I don't know what the answer is. It's just something to assess.
Okay. Now, Jay. Now, let me have a convo with you. Because you were saying all the things you don't like. And, some of the things you don't want to go to brunch every weekend. You describe the woman that you desire. Do you find that?
Before I get into Kendra G's thing here, we're going to spend a little extra 30 minutes today. All right, before I get into Jesus, what are you guys talking about back here? Okay, shout out to okay, so Chinya says yes, that's exactly what it means. Oh my god, Chimo. Yes, that's exactly what it means. Oh, okay, Chimo, my god. Oh my mo. Oh, okay, yeah, of course. He's I'm sorry sounds like Queen. You remember the Queen, like Queen. Is he sorry? Too late to apologize. Yeah, I'm sorry sounds like Queen. Black Diamond. You repeated it. The way Ola looked at the camera when Uncle said, "I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody." Somebody's gonna come and call me sassy now. You know, somebody did that last time when we were covering the Ninja Turtle. Somebody like, would you say that you're actually being saucy the way you're like? As I may be. They just went quiet forever. They just went quiet forever, just like that. Like the rock back in the day with WWF. Snapping at women right after apologizing. That happens a lot in marriages. Right? That happens a lot in even marriages. Okay? And it creates confusion. Okay? MOP is being mischievous. I didn't know. I never expected it. Alright, let's keep going. Straight shooter where no get sense. Listen, the straight shooter thing, there's the right place for it. You know, you have to be direct, concise. Does not mean you have to be rude. It does not mean you have to be rude. And it's not always, depending on the circumstances, it's not always the most effective thing to do. Just like the other way around, it's not always the most effective thing to do too. This uncle decided to high before coming on the show. He is here now acting like he's the most high. Well, this uncle can make you pay back all those 4 body parts if they start falling apart. Keep the same energy. If you had long hair and you had skinny, pretty face, skinny waist, and big booty, keep that same energy. 10 years from now, don't come to me and be saying, remember that advice earlier on today. Don't come back and be telling me that, what you know you can't be consistent. Don't start it. Keep the same energy. If you had big booty, keep it big booty. Okay? He could have asked for big breast too. He didn't ask for big breast. Cut him some slack. Be fair to him. I'm joking. Your Igbo is very sketchy. Even I, a non-Nigerian, know what Chimo means. You think I'm supposed to know all of Nigerian languages? I'm the worst. The only thing I can speak fluently is Akure dialect. Not even full Yoruba. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Oh, that song. With all that Niger movie you watch, I don't understand Igbo. Some of you guys will teach me eventually. Same energy, core. What goes up must surely come down. Law of diminishing return. I think we shouldn't count on it, eh?
Oh my days, you are more worried to your long.
Don't count on it, no? That's disappointing. That is disappointing. That is disappointing. At least for Jay. Let me see what Kendra says.
The woman you described, does she tend to want you back?
Well, obviously, common sense kicks in.
Huh?
I know that it's not the woman that probably would want me. Even.
All right. He's not supposed to admit that. Okay? Gentlemen. Okay? We know the reality is that not all women will want you. Okay? But again, it's too loud. Too loud. Mario said they don't want him. But too loud. It's too loud. Honestly, for me to explain it to him, it's going to be a lot of shalaye. It's going to be a lot of shalaye. Obviously, not everybody. No, everybody wants me. I don't care what you say. Am I delusional? Yes, please allow me. Is it your delusional? Every woman wants me if I was on that stage. I'm not going to say that out loud either. I'm not going to pay any mind to anything else. That's all. Right? Does she want you? Now, there's a saying here I'm trying to say here. It doesn't come to me. My wife says it a lot. The point is that there's no way it's going to satisfy us because he already went through this rabbit hole. It's going to be hard for him to come out. The way he led this whole conversation, he set himself up for that question. So there's no real way to really beat that question, because he set himself up for that question, right? So in the first place, I wouldn't be body shaming people that I don't want, right? I wouldn't be doing that already. So a Kendra G will not be, do this woman that you say, do they want you? I wouldn't be in that way, because if she asked me that question, I would probably be like, what woman? The woman, does a 10 want you? Well, my 10s want me, yes. So what are your 10s? A smart woman, a fine ass woman, a smart woman, an intelligent woman, an assertive woman. I like assertive women, right? With sense, right? A smart, a fine ass woman, right? So do they want you? Hell yeah, they want me. Why are you asking that question? Well, because I wouldn't be on a game show. Why are you asking that question? I don't know. You kind of you're on Man of Prestige, you're always talking, right? Yeah. You tend to say a lot of things about what is, and sometimes I wonder where you stand. Like, yeah. So I wonder if some of these women want you. What women again? The one you say you like? Yes, they want me. What do you want from me? Right? What do you want from me? But guess what Jay did? Listen.
To want you back?
Do they want you back?
Well, obviously,
common sense kicks in.
I know that it's not the one.
I know that they don't really want me. Oh, God.
Even if I have a so-called hostile attitude, but that's what I'm attracted to. I am flexible. That's what I was trying to say before.
That's what I'm attracted to. I am flexible.
For the Wi-Fi cut off the first time. That's what I like. I want pretty women who are of a certain composition.
Okay.
Now,
it's not bad.
I've dealt with all kinds. Not all kinds, but I dealt with women who are a little bit smaller than what I described and a little bit bigger than I described. Now,
is he talking about the scale? I'm confused at this point. He's talking about the scale of 1 to 10. What does it mean by smaller or a little bigger? Is it a booty or which one?
Haven't went to the extreme and went with bigger women to the other end of the spectrum. I'm not touching that level. No, not even with a 10-foot pole. So, but I know what I like, and that's my preference. So that's how I feel. Now, there was one thing that I said that you asked me about with the deal breakers. I don't want no woman that has 3 or more children.
Okay.
3 is not the magic number with me. 2.
So he's like, wait. I'm not gonna answer that question. It is what it is. Whatever. Well, I answered the way I feel. Okay. Let me go back to my deal breakers.
Baby, but 3, unless she's a widow, maybe that could be, worked out. But 2 is my max.
Just maybe. Negotiation.
I gotta find your. Okay, yeah. So Jay is in Atlanta, 39, bus driver, no kids. Do you want kids, Jay?
It don't even matter to me no more.
All right. Even that one. Men that want kids, they know they want kids. Men that don't want kids, they just say, I don't want kids. The fact that is that
I have them, I don't. It doesn't matter.
I want to read this, and I feel like this is a point that I was gonna make, but I'll let him read it.
Let's make a quick conclusion here, so I can go into the next story. Let's make a quick conclusion here. What do you guys think? Jay, heel or deal? Put a heel in the chat if you think heel. If you think deal, put a deal in the chat. Heel or deal? Jay, heel or deal? Put that in the chat. Let me know what your thoughts are. We'll go from there. We're going to the next story right now. Somebody just called me a white man. How am I a white man? Not to. May God forgive you. Common sense is not common. You're not going to admit it, huh? Admit what? I don't think that. Admit what? What am I admitting? I'm confused. Are we talking about the part where she's asking me a strange question about some kind of women that exist on the planet that don't want me? What are we admitting? Right? He set himself up for those questions. He's too easily triggered, giving the middle finger and flipping out, too emotional for a secure, mature man. Are you saying heal? Confidence is attractive. Yes, I call it sexy. It is sexy. Confidence is always sexy. All right. If somebody comes and says, "But you're lying," is it your lie? Okay. If you lie, they can tell too. Okay. So this is actually internal work. If you tend to, in the name of I want to tell the truth, you're quote unquote a straight shooter. I know common sense. Not everybody want me. And then you're on a dating show or your interview, you're telling on yourself. You need to work on yourself. You're actually lying because you're actually more capable of what you can than what you realize. You are operating from a place of weakness or lack of abundance mindset. That's what we're talking about. You might not see that. You might think you're just being accurate. Actually, you're not accurate. You can do bigger, better. You can be better than what you think. Okay? You're also not always as good as what you think. It just depends on what we're talking about. So context matters a lot, but 100% of the time, confidence is sexy. Mario said, "But that you need problem." The woman he describes does not exist. That's why he needs to find one in a door. You damn me. 10 toes on his neck. Toby and Tribe says, "Is this an alpha man?" I think this is what it looks like on social media these days. Heal before dealing. Oh, say heal before the dealing. Okay, heal, right? You guys think you should heal? Recommendation: twice a week therapy appointment. Wahala. That part. All right, so let's leave it alone. I think we kind of got the gist here already. I think a major lesson for today is positive. Don't think you're wiser than people that keep telling you to stay positive. You're not wiser, okay? But sometimes you have to collect first before you understand full capacity of what it means to stay positive. Always approach things from a positive standpoint. You might need to collect first.
Sorry.
But we are here. We're patient. This is what we do. When you're ready, sometimes you have to hit rock bottom before you get it. You're not capable of what you're trying to cook. You need to give some grace to yourself so that you can actually have enough to give to other people, because you will need to give other people grace too sometimes. Okay? With that being said, as a last but not least lesson for this segment, confidence is sexy. How do you get confidence? Number 1, education. Number 2, experience. Put yourself out there. Take some risk. Fall on your face sometimes. It's okay. It's okay to fall on your face sometimes. Okay? What's the worst that can happen? You fall on your face. Okay? No, okay. A lot more worse can happen. But the point is that put yourself out there. Put yourself out there and take some risk. Okay? All right? With that being said, let's check out this next segment. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. If you're watching this as a replay, please let me know your thoughts in the chat, in the comment section. Check out the next segment. We offer evidence-based relationship and marriage resources and coaching to help you navigate the difficult times.
Don't just wing it. Learn the principles that work.
Download our 2 free books and book your complimentary coaching session now at manofprestige.com.